War me mateys, and welcome to the Pirate101 review by XMMORPG.com. Sadly, I can't give up that voice the whole review, but, you know, you've got me. I'm here with XMMORPG.com bringing you our first video preview for the upcoming title, Pirate101 from KingsIsle Entertainment, the same developers behind Wizard101. Both games share many similarities. There are some distinct things straight away you'll notice from the start, so without further ado, we'll get into the gameplay. The character creation process is very interactive. You're not just dumped into a random menu, you're given interaction with the story and with the characters you meet, Boochby and his little monkey friend. As you can see on the screen here, choosing your name. Much like Wizard101, it does not give you freedom of choice. You have to choose from a bunch of predefined names that are available. There are dozens and dozens, thousands of possible combinations, so you will find something you like. It is based towards a younger audience, so parents, younger players can rest at ease. There's going to be no dirty words and stuff on your screen while you're playing. You then get several choices, detailed quite artistically, where you pick up how your parents were lost. These choices affect your starting companion, your class, a couple of your starting traits, that kind of thing. As you can see there, as it goes around the circle, different traits, different class bonuses. It's all very, very funny, I suppose, hilarious little comedy bits here and there they throw in to make it quite a unique process to character creation. It only takes a couple of minutes. It's not a drawn out process. There aren't 1,000,001 options in terms of customizing appearance and such, but it's not too short to the point of where it's boring. And then after you've finished creating your character's background story, you actually change your physical appearance itself. There's not a massive selection of options, but there is quite a choice. You can see they're going for a few of the hair, face and skin colours. Then you've got the clothing. Again, just hitting random there to show you guys the amount of different choices you can have. There are quite a few options for a beginning of the game. Another quite little feature here is the flag creation. You get to create your own flag, which also affects your crew members' uniforms. So don't want to pick anything pink and yellow if you want your guys to go around wearing black and white. So as you can see there, I went for the tiger panther head thing with a bit of black and white, and then the same on the background. Again, there's a lot of choice here, so you don't feel you can sit there and spend quite a while mixing and matching the different options that you've got.
The colors you pick for your flag will all now let's get you out of this confound.
This is where you will meet your first companion. I got the ninja monk assassin guy, Yojimbo, a bit of a bullhead cow thing going on there. I've played the game briefly before. The tutorial is quite a beastly companion to have, so the companion system is quite advanced. Basically you recruit a load of extra NPCs that will aid you in battle, and I'll show you the battle system in a few seconds here during the tutorial. This is skippable once you've done it once or twice, so obviously I just wanted to come in and show you guys what the beginning of the game's like. I did skip a brief bit of the tutorial there for you guys because it is quite long and it's not overly exciting. This bit obviously is a whole new another level to the game, the ship combat. As you can see, you're not a typical ship sailing the high seas, you're in the middle of the sky, so it follows that sort of fantasy magical element that you find in Wizard101 and brings it over to the pirate genre. The combat is actually very similar to popular pirate titles such as Uncharted Waters Online. Get broadside, get side, get fire your bullets, use your abilities. It is quite an intricate system considering it's not the main focus of the game, so fans of the pirate MMOs like Uncharted Waters Online will enjoy this one. With the combat and the other abilities you get to use, I'll speed this one up here for you and show you something pretty damn cool. Well, now that we're done listening to a monkey talk at high speed, you can see one of the best assets to this game, similar to Wizard101, is the animations. They are nothing short of outstanding.
Now we can board them and finish the battle.
This first one you get is just a simple ability you can use while at sea or while in the sky, while on your ship, whatever you're doing. It's a very simple move, but it looks really, really good. Very brief animation here, as you can see. Use an ability, guy comes up, ship's done, but it's just the way it's done. There's no shortcuts. High quality animations, very detailed, and it goes across the combat from the ship combat to the ground combat, which we'll get to here in a minute. Well, before we begin the actual combat approach, obviously that is one of the main aspects of the KingsIsle Entertainment games. The questing is probably my biggest issue with the game personally. It's very basic. The quests don't really involve any new mechanics or any new features. It's not very innovative. It's pretty much kill X, speak to X, do this. It's all very basic questing. Obviously, it is improved slightly with the combat system, but due to the nature of the combat system, it can drag a lot of the quests out, which does detract somewhat from the experience. As you can also see here in the video, there are some graphical issues at the moment with the loading as you come to new areas, but it's not too much trouble. It doesn't really affect gameplay all that much. Now, I will speed you up through the first quest because it is quite mundane, but obviously this is the first look. You'll probably get a combat other than the little tutorial bit, which I don't really think is counting because it was all automated. This is the best thing about the game by far. As you can see, you get a tactical grid when it first starts. This is basically where you choose your abilities, choose your movements, choose which enemies you're going to attack, which guys you're going to use, and so forth. And then it goes into automated, fully 3D animated combat. It kind of feels a bit like Final Fantasy Tactics, those kind of games. You know, there are a lot of abilities you've got that, you know, do a long line of damage or a square damage and that kind of thing. So it does take quite a tactical mind to be able to utilise your abilities to the best they can be. It is quite a strange system because the game, obviously the animations, the kiddie approach, you know, the fact that Wizard101 is famous for being a younger MMO player's game. The combat is brilliant in that terms because it can appeal to the more strategical players, the veterans, that kind of thing, and it also appeals to the much younger players thanks to the basicsness of it and the jazzy animation, so it's really well done. Another thing you can see emerge here from the popular Wizard101 title is the fact that friendlies can join your battles at any time. I was just about to finish this battle, was happy to walk on. A lady friend over here with a Goatman and Fox Girl turns up with her allies, and then a bunch more spawn. Now, personally, I thought that kind of system would annoy me, just because, you know, I want to be in control. But to be honest, it just makes the fight go longer and harder, which is nothing but good news. More experience points, more rewards. Obviously, it's a great way of making friends. You can see someone that's struggling in the battle, and you can just jump over and help them without any worries about having to make an assist request and all that kind of thing you get in other MMO games. Very simple, very easy, very streamlined. And overall, it adds more fun and excitement to each battle you come across. So it's definitely one of the best features they had in Wizard101, and I'm really glad they brought it over to this one too. As you're just about to see here, the loot system is quite unique. Basically, you finish the battle and the chests will spawn. The more people that participate in the battle, the more chests that will pop up and the more they will contain. There is no competition for loot. It is not based on who done what during the battle. It's not based on who selects the chest first. All loot is shared equally. So whether you're playing with friends or a few strangers jump into your battles, you're not going to get robbed of all your uber loot. So nothing to worry about there. This was another part of the game I found quite impressive. You do get more companions quite early on. This is only within the first 15-20 minutes of gameplay tops. It doesn't take a long time to get a good group of them going, so it offers you a lot of versatility in battle, a lot of choice, which is really good because a lot of games with great features like this will wait ages before you get access to them. The companion system is quite in depth. You do get access to new stats and abilities as you train them. You can't train them past your own level, but you do get training points through certain tasks, which can then be spent on your companions to improve their strength. You can also choose your first mate. They will always turn up in battle, and they'll also follow you when you're out in the world like this, so you can change that to whoever you want to have with you. As I said before, there is a large choice of companions, so as you progress you'll learn to build your squad out of your particular favourite companions you've got access to. Another aspect of the combat that I found quite intriguing is the fact that the grid is not always the same. Your environment does play an effect. As you can see in this battle here, there was a bridge over a stream. You can't cross the stream by foot, so you have to use the bridge. Now this adds a whole new level of depth and strategy to the combat system. It's already quite strategic. You know, you can, as I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to funnel the enemy guys onto a bridge so that my girl can use her triple shot ability and attack more than one at a time. Obviously, I didn't manage to pull it off, but those kind of variations in combat are going to make a massive addition to boss fights, large-scale battles with other players. These kind of things are what make the game special. These added on features like that. So again, yeah, another great idea there, well implemented. That will conclude our Pirate101 review. Somehow the developers have made it feel exactly like Wizard 101, but still managed to keep the game's own potential and own character, which is no idea how they've done it, because I'm quite a big fan of Wizard 101, really liked it, feeling very similar playing this game, feeling like I know half the mechanics, I know what's going on already, but it still feels fresh and new. The tactical combat system will appeal to all types of gamers from all walks of life, strategy fans, RPG fans, or people who just like pirates. The difference between the pirate in the pirate combat itself and the ship combat is distinct enough to offer two different avenues of progressing in the game. Overall, it's going to be big. It's going to be just like Wizard 101. It was a sleeper hit, didn't really say anything, no one really covered it until it came out. And then when people played it, saw the combat, it got a lot of attention. I think this game's going to do exactly the same thing. So I will leave you here with a few of the finishing blows I've had during my time here.